Hello and welcome to another Costa Women at Google Hangout on air with me, Fiona Catchpole. And today I'm talking to a Costa woman who's not a million miles away because I'm in Marbella too. And I think she's in Marbella as well. And it's the lovely Marizete da Silva. Good morning, Marizete.
Good morning, Fiona.
So whereabouts are you exactly? You said you're part of the Costa Women Marbella group. So tell me where you are. I
am in Nueva Andalucia. Yeah. I'm here close the golf course.
Oh, okay, and it's a lovely day today, Dia de Andalusia. The weather's great.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Now, how long have you been part of Costa Women and how did you find us?
I found the Costa Women on Facebook. Yeah, because I work with women. I have a platform named The Joy and Pleasure of Being a Woman. And I was researching on all the women communities here.
Yeah. And you particularly do retreats, is that right?
Yes, yes.
So tell me a little bit about your work with women and how that works.
Yeah, I am life coach, transformational coach, and yoga teacher. And I work with consciousness, with consciousness tools, named Access Consciousness. That are body process. I have a process that named the bars. And I also run mixed retreats for men and women too, besides the feminine work that I do to empower women. Yeah.
And how long have you been doing retreats and understanding consciousness and things like that? And what drew you to it?
I work empowering women like 10 years now. I used to have a yoga studio in Valencia where I lived. Like 2 years ago, I moved to Marbella. And in my studio, I used to run many workshops for women. Yeah.
So you have a lot of experience in that side of things. And I'm guessing that you must find it very fulfilling helping women in particular.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is like, I believe that every woman is a queen, has this knowledge, this wisdom that can be a big contribution to the world. And we are the catalyst for change. And I am totally passionate for this work because every time I see a woman blossoming and choosing more and creating different possibilities, for me it's like makes me expands my happiness. Yeah, and my work is empower women to step up and to get the crown and be the greatness they are. Because I can see in every woman this potency to create a change and to be in allowance for people and to nurture, to carry. And this is so amazing for me.
And we certainly have the right environment with Costa Women, I think, as well. We certainly help enable each other as well to find those skills and talents that you were talking about there. Now, whereabouts do you hold the retreats and how often do they happen?
I run retreats every 3 months in each part of the world. Like we had a retreat in Morocco last month. This month, we are in February, and I have another retreat going on for single women, single men in Mykonos next May, 10 to 13 of May. It's gonna be beautiful because we're going to bring up the conscious relationship for women, for both women and men, how to create a conscious relationship based on honoring, trusting, gratitude, allowance, and vulnerability that are the elements of intimacy, true intimacy. And also I will be during the retreat, I give classes on bossa yoga. That's my style of yoga. It's based on dance, yoga, and capoeira, which are martial art from Bahia, where I come from, in Brazil. It's a very dynamic way of doing yoga with dance, and it's a place of joy again.
I don't think I've ever heard of that type of yoga. Could you say the name again for me? Because I lost it.
Bossa yoga.
Bossa yoga.
It's like bossa nova, this rhythm.
Oh, okay.
The girl from Ipanema. Yeah, and because it's a very Brazilian way of doing yoga. Like I play Brazilian music, and there are a lot of playfulness involved, and a lot of joy. Again, I believe that joy is an energy that expands our world, our awareness, and I bring this energy to my work. Yeah.
So you've just touched on there slightly where you're originally from, which is, did you say Brazil?
Yes, I am from Brazil. I was born in Bahia, in the north of Brazil. Yeah.
And how long have you been living over in Spain? You said Valencia first, and now you're here in Marbella.
I live in Spain for 9 years now. I lived 7 years in Valencia, and I moved here 2 years now. Yeah.
And with regards to Costa Women, we always like to ask for some top tips to pass on to any other ladies following in our footsteps. So having come from another country and now settled in Spain and also having a business, are there a couple of top tips that you would recommend or pass on to other ladies following in your footsteps?
It relates to business?
Yeah, or social, business or pleasure.
Here, I think that Costa Women is a very good choice. First. And I am a day person, so I always like to, and my industry is inner growth. So I usually go to places like organic restaurants and the festivals, health festivals like yoga, and join the women communities here, like for entrepreneurs. And I think that the most beautiful thing to be here is the sunset coast, that we can explore the nature. There are so many possibilities in nature here, like even walking on the beach, and you can meet very interesting people and go to the mountains. Last week I went to a birthday of a friend of mine, and I met so many wonderful people there. And I think that this is a very nice contribution for us as entrepreneurs and as business women here, to be connected with nature.
Absolutely.
Nature heals us and gives us ideas, and go for a hiking. And
I should maybe pop out and go for a walk on the beach before I start work again.
Yes, always connected with nature. And nature gives us so much more energy and awareness. And business, we are business, you know, and we are not. When we are connected with our inner nature, we can create. We can be this space for magnetize
creativity.
And mostly, it's not to create business from the head as men create. Like, it's create from who you be. Will take for you to connect with who you be, and just by being you, you can invite other people to play with you and to create other possibilities.
That sounds lovely. So do you have a website that we can find out more about your retreats and your yoga and Bossa Yoga?
Bossa Yoga. I have a webpage named myexponentiallife.com. It's like the joy of being here and growing, exponentialize everything in your life. And I also have a YouTube channel in my name, Marizete da Silva. where I facilitate many tools and practices, and the practice for women to connect with their bodies. And there is a video on YouTube. If you tap like Bossa Yoga, 2 years a year ago, I gave a class in the Palau de la Palau de Congress Palace here, and the class is there in YouTube. You can see how is the playfulness.
Excellent. Okay, well, we'll pop all the links to those things underneath the video so people can explore all the things that you can help them with a little bit further. So thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're more than welcome, and I look forward to catching up with you again soon and finding out a little bit more about Bossa Yoga. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.